What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? So here I am in Dearborn, Michigan, outside the Henry Ford Museum, a place I've been to before, but I'm back again. I'm here with Adam. He's wandered off somewhere. Adam wanders. He's a wanderer. So there's a wandering child alert, but I will find him. But I just met up with a viewer by the name of Emma.
Hello.
Who yelled out. Well, you kind of whispered, Scott.
Oh, hello. Yes, I saw Scott across the parking lot, and I was like as if I knew him or something.
Oh, you do? You know
I know.
me.
Hey, like you would recognize me.
So, well, yeah, I know what. I was looking at you. I was like, do I know you?
It was very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Love your video.
Nice to meet you. And
nice to meet you.
Your boyfriend, Phoenix
Yes,
watches
he
the
watches
channel
with
too.
me.
Thank you. Just step all over me. And you're from Detroit.
Yep,
from the area.
Yep, from the area.
Best
Metro
city.
Detroit. Oh,
Best
yes.
city.
You do such a good job.
Thank you.
We appreciate everything.
You know what? And I say, like, people who poop on Detroit, who talk smack about Detroit, either have never been to Detroit or haven't been in a long time.
Yes,
It's
yes.
a great city.
It's totally different than what it used to
Right?
be, too. So it's
The
amazing.
vibe. Not just downtown, but everywhere.
Everything. The people, everything.
Everybody is super friendly.
Oh, yes. We're very welcoming here.
So come visit Detroit.
Come visit.
What are you waiting for?
Please.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
All right, let's do it. Today's video, now.
I know you gonna dig this. Get funky with me.
So that was sweet Emma. Her and her boyfriend Phoenix watch the channel, which is so nice. And I love Detroit. We are in Dearborn, of course. Adam really got far away from me. I have to get a leash for him. Don't know what they're building there, but it's something. I don't know what it is, but I could tell by the stuff that it's going to be something. Now, I have been here to the Henry Ford Museum before, but it's been about 4 or 5 years. Adam has never been. We're going to catch up with him, walk around, see some things, talk to Adam. I won't talk to him. I don't know, it's a lot of gray he was wearing, and I like gray, but he just seems, I don't know, panel vanish. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with him. Really freaks me out when there's no license plate on the front of cars still to this day. In Toronto, Canada, you have to have a front license plate. Elsewhere you don't. Adam should be up here. Look at this. Whew. But that was not, look at this. It wasn't even fucking impressive at all. Oh, God. Okay, let's go. So Adam, first time here. You excited, right?
Yeah, I don't really know what to expect because the whole property looks pretty huge.
Yeah.
So is the stuff we're looking for in this
Yes,
building?
this is the main museum on the property. It's like 2 or 3 buildings, the Heritage Center and stuff like that, but this is really busy today. I mean,
Sunday.
It's a Sunday, yeah. Go to the museum. Let's go in. Ready to go? Let's do it. Here's the front entrance as we're walking in. This place, like I said, I may have mentioned already, it's huge. There's so much to see. There's a few things that I specifically love seeing and things I've forgotten about that are here. And we're gonna walk right down here and you're gonna see them too. Adam's right there. And first you must stop the bleeding. Julia Child. So when you come in the main entrance to the museum, it is packed today, by the way. Off to the right, that's the stuff that I love. I remember seeing all the vintage stuff, like 60s, 70s, and just pop culture stuff. But over here, we've got, well, this. Let's see what this is. It's an exploded Model T. We watched Adam's video yesterday. We went to the Ford plant, the first Ford plant on Pecans, I believe it is, down in Detroit, over in Detroit. And that's where the first Model T was assembled and pushed out. Look at that. And I just want to say, as people know, I don't know a thing about cars, but I also don't care about cars. I like cars. I like looking at them. I love driving, but so if I get something wrong about a car, if you correct me, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. It's all good. I won't remember. Crank, shank, Okay, that's a shank. If my car had a lamp shank, I'd believe it. Cars are awesome. Very cool. Thomas Edison's signature in cement. And of course, this famous photo, this is from my bar mitzvah. So you see a lot of my family members there looking at me.
Bob Saget right here.
Bob Saget came to my bar mitzvah. That's very true. Yeah. Very, very. There are a lot of bigwigs. A lot of bigwigs. No. I didn't know you that well. I was 13. They're my cousins in the corner. And these are actually leaders of industry, science, literature, and art. Steve Martin presided over it, I guess. Look at that. Michael Graves artifacts are famous architects. I've always wanted to pretend to be an architect. Toilet brush, which reminds me to pick one up. It's for Target because I did have Mom Spaghetti yesterday. Pretty cool. They have an exhibit and math. So, Nirvana t-shirt, cool. Math. So if you're interested in math, you go here. Let's go this way. So this is a lot of old farm equipment. A giant stovetop pipe. A parent-child plow. So if you're angry at your child. A patent chilled plow. Okay, so I read that wrong. Interesting. Got a laugh from that guy. He chuckled. Picking and processing. This is a picking and processing machine. It's a tomato harvester, and it's red. But don't they start off green? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Picking and processing. That's how I go about choosing my dates. Picking and processing. It's a picking process that I go through. It's probably why I don't have any dates ever. Oh well. What do we got here? I don't know. Model of a silo. American cow milker. Wow. Speaking of dates, that was my nickname in high school, American cow milker, when I used to go across the border. John Deere. I'm having fun, just joking around, but it's actually really awesome. I wouldn't come back a second time if I didn't love it. And one thing I love is stoves, and especially heating stoves. Cold stoves, never been a fan of. Heating stoves, I love. Look, they're numbered, so you can tell which is which. That's a stove? That looks like a furnace. It's a dining room radiator. About 1900. Price is right? Yeah. So it's about 1900. They don't know exactly sure. Art Garland parlor stove. That's number 10. Where's that? Oh wow, yeah, it looks like Art Garfunkel. You can tell. It's got the afro and everything.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
That's very cool. Lounge chairs. Look at that. That was really super comfortable. Showing off. This furniture is wild. Look, I'm at my grandmother's house. Crazy. Look at that. Table for every purpose. Light stands, card tables, drop leaf tables. Hey, Leaf, don't turn his leaf. That was Edgar Allan Poe's writing desk. That is wild. Vanderbilt, that's one of the rocking chairs. Portrait of Mark Twain. Grumpy. A drop leaf table owned by Mark Twain. Wow. What's that? What's number 1 here? Gift of Ruth Adler Schnee, a secretary desk. Center table. Oh, center table. That was owned by Abraham Lincoln. And the chair was owned by Abraham Lincoln, too. There's another chair having to do with Abraham Lincoln here that I'm going to show you very soon. Grump. I love Mark Twain, though. George Washington's mother owned that chest of drawers over there. This is a card table owned by John Hancock. Hancock. But it was owned by John. And this is the House of Representatives desk. House of Representatives chair. 1857. Can we sit in it? No. The subject has spotted something that greatly intrigues him. Seems to be a Dymaxion house. 1946. He's getting excited. You can see by the... Well, you can't really see well. Wait a minute. Is he interested? He's interested. Yeah. Told you. That's great. It takes 10 men only 2 days to assemble the house. And one day we'll all live in Dymaxion houses. Yeah. It's like the Dome House.
I was just gonna say it looks like
Yeah. This is wild. I think you can go inside. I hope there's asbestos inside. That'd be neato. Look at that. Look at now. It looks real. Like if you look out your window, you think, oh yeah, that's the view. That's cool. The old newsstand. I love that. I used to collect magazines when I was younger, so stuff like this is awesome. And Rolling Stone, Spin Magazine, Entertainment Weekly. Not Hustler when I say magazine, because I know someone will make that joke ahead of me. Jiminy Cricket doll. I have an extensive collection of dolls at home. They come to life at night, they talk to me, and we pretend that we own these. And then we throw these at each other. And then we try on stockings. Look, I lead a very, very interesting life off camera. I'm not sure what is this? It's a television. Oh, it's a television. America's Modern Fireside. Wow. Baby boomers, to the future, to the past. See how much of the stuff I actually recognize. It's gonna be wild. Oh well, not really these TVs, but that one sort of. I was showing the Jeffersons. I was watching a clip on the Jeffersons last night. On IG, on the gram. The Jeffersons dancing. Love it, George and Wheezy. Pet Rock, I remember hearing about those. Of course, Snoopy Phone, sure. Atari, now we're getting into it. Oh yeah, the MTV exhibit. This is wild. Look at this. Oh, wild. Over here we've got Simple Simon, Speak and Spell. What's the red one called? I had that. Little Professor. Merlin.
1987.
Wow. Computer Perfection. Never had that. Spell and Math. Cure. 1987 Teenage Bedroom. Wow. Look at that. The Rio picture.
Recreated your room over here.
Of course they did.
Not from your youth.
No,
Modern day.
this is how it looks now.
That's what you look like now. Yeah, this is it. I remember when you invited me over, I saw the room. I remember that Depeche Mode poster.
Covered in Depeche Mode posters.
Oh, there you are. You even have the self-portrait right
Yeah,
there.
right above my head when I sleep.
Yep,
Look
right
at
there.
me. I'm
Yep.
adorable.
You wake up and you go, you don't even look in a mirror. You just look at yourself.
There's you.
Right there.
Right
the
there.
Horse, the horse.
No, the
Yeah.
the back part. Shut up. Burned. Oh, wow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Look at
Billy
that.
Madison, your neck of the woods.
Yep.
you know, leave it on the table or you can leave it.
On the ground. Rollerblades. Did you have rollerblades? I had rollerblades. It's a Canadian thing. Well, it's all over, but you know, Canadian. We had to buy rollerblades. I had to try them out. Look at this.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you.
No problem, sir. I'm gonna take some of that home and that too. Internet in a box. Wow. Look at that. Wow. It's Steve Jobs there. The Walkman, born in the USA CD Walkman. Wild. Ex-girlfriend. So many things here. It's cool the guy from Midnight Oil comes here. Check it out. Just check to see if that bed is burning. He just kind of looks like him.
Jack would come here to this.
But right here, yeah, the next generation. If you're born in 1980 or later, your place in time is right now. Right now. What's on the other side of this? This is going to be amazing. Oh, look how beige it is. I'm not sure, but I think this is the Forrest Gump bench. Yep, pretty sure. It's not. Forrest Gump bench. Yeah.
I never even noticed.
Yep. Just sits here.
It didn't have a sign there.
No, they don't want to draw attention to it. Yeah.
It used to be in Savannah, now it's here in Detroit.
Yep. Everything ends up in Detroit. Very cool. It's 1810. Where do you build a woolen mill? in the Northeast, where you can use a swift floating river for power. It's 1850, though. Where do you build a woolen mill? Wherever you want, because you can use a steam engine for power, and a steam engine can be used anywhere. That's how you're supposed to read signs. Angry and fed up. The hell is that? Schenectady Works. Steam engine and electric generators. Wow. Look at that. Look at this guy. Alright. Let's see if I can do this. Get out all the way up to 18. Got the twins, Mary Kate and Ashley. Let's see if we can do this. There it is. Boom. Got to 18. I'm strong. Go for it, Woo. I got up to 18. I'm strong. 19. Yeah. You gotta crank it.
All the way up to 19.
Yeah, I'm pretty strong. You know, I'm buff. I'm an athlete. I don't like to brag. Go for it. Look at this guy. Let's see. No.
Ooh, I got to 19.
No, it's malfunctioning.
Malfunctioning.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you only got to 5.
The flight.
Good try.
the plane-
Geology, Antarctic expeditions. Aw.
1 leader to do one thing, to make this expedition.
A little dog. He's probably freezing. He's probably dead now. But I would assume. Cute though. Look at this plane. Josephine Ford Bird Arctic Expedition. What? That is insane. Look at that. Admiral Burr's Bundle Up Shack. Warm up inside. Oh, that warm to me. It's Han Solo. There's a Tauntaun. That's crazy. What were you thinking? Yeah. Catherine Stinson, right there. She is also up there. 4th woman to earn a U.S. pilot's license. Amazing. Look at that plane. Flying high over the fair. Taking mushrooms and flying high over the fair. Some circus posters. Daisy and Violet Hilton, born joined together. The only lady clown, Avetta. Not from my experience dating, I'll tell you that. You weren't the only one, Avetta. Alright. Wow. Well, while they were also showing off inventing planes, they made a bike too. Good for them. Wow. Three great men. Henry Ford with Charles Lindbergh, Igor Sikorsky, demonstrated VS 300, which is that one right there. A friend of a friend told me about this plane. You got to come see it. Who told you? He's a good friend. Through another friend. You got to come see my plane. His plane. He demonstrated it outside the museum here after he mentioned Charles Lindbergh that he greatly admired Henry Ford. Hey, I like your friend Hank. Think I could show him my plane? Charlie? Yeah, come on over. That's exactly how it went down. Meet the Wrights. Love that sitcom. One of the best I've ever seen. Look at them. Wilbur and Orville. And of course, their third brother, Tito, they don't talk about as much. He just played bass and didn't really get the recognition he deserved. But he played bass all the while they were making planes. Boom, boom, boom. Just gave him a little simple bass line. Oh, Tito Wright. You never got your place. I'm bypassing some of the different exhibits, but there are so many here. As much as I'm having fun just joking around and stuff, it is absolutely fascinating. Here's the cars section coming up, but there's hundreds of things. I would say a million. I don't know about a million. Hundreds of things that to show you everything. To get through this, you need 4 hours. To get through my video, you need Valium and probably alcohol. But I mean, to get through the museum, you need, a good 4 hours or a bad 4 hours. Like if you're in a bad mood, doesn't matter. But you would need 4 hours. Look, it's a car. 2010 Edison 2. 2010. Good year. I turned 15 that year. Cars. Hey, mister. Look at these. We're getting some cars I recognize. Not really, but Model A, V8, Cabriolet. I love a nice cabriolet. I don't know where my Camaro. Pete from the 80s room freaking out right now. Boner alert. He loves his Camaros. No, he loves Corvettes. Sorry, non-boner alert. He likes Corvettes. Sorry, Pete. Race cars, and a Toyota Prius, and then a Honda Accord. Wild. Truck. Chevrolet hardtop, Corvair. See, I know a little bit about cars. It says right there. Hardtop. Nickname. High school. Hardtop. Volkswagen sedan up there. Ford sedan. Touch a button to begin. I am not falling for that a third time. And some people say that to me. Just touch a button. See what happens. Giant McDonald's sign, and here we go for the presidential cars. Wow. The whole line of them. 1, 2, 3. But I believe, here we go. The Kennedy car. Wow. So in 1964, they put the permanent steel top on, reinforced rear trunk, rear handholds for the Secret Service. You see right back here. But yeah, it was used by Ford, Nixon, Jimmy Carter, Lyndon B. Johnson. Afterward. Yeah. There's JFK's seat right there. More presidential cars here. Eisenhower's bubble top. Wow. And here we are, the Sunshine Special. Franklin Roosevelt. FDR. What is this one? Teddy Roosevelt. Wow, 1902. Look at that. There it is. The large glass front window. Front window for the passengers to see out. The bench seat at the front for the coachman. Yeah. It was not custom built, was simply the sort of vehicle favored by people who want to show off their wealth or power. I gotta get me one of those. Do not make that sound again. Holiday Inn Great Sign, 1952 to 82. Wow. They have actual rooms and what Holiday Inns look like.
Oh my god, this is great. This is great.
That's wild. One of the first GPSs right there. What did we do without GPS? I used to love maps and loved like the Atlas was it you buy. I used to love using them. And the triptych from AAA, we call it CAA of course, for Canadian Automobile Association. But it always amazed me how my mother did the driving, got all across America just by maps. You know, back then it was, you took interstates and you got to the city, then you knew the address of your hotel, you looked it up on a little map and it looked for the signs and there you were. Grants Pass, I've been there. I stayed at Grants Pass one night, stayed in Grants Pass on the way down when I did in 2019 when I drove from Washington It's California. Long drive, but I loved it. Let me in. Jason's cabin. Wow. Ooh. Look at that. Collecting rocks, a little Coke bottle. Fly swatter. Right there. And you can see the swatter. Swatter's right on the side. Hey, Dad, where's the swatter? Why are there a bunch of horse flies out today? Oh, there's dead flies right there. Supposed to be dead flies. Dad, get the swatter. Dad, I need the swatter. Oh, there's the swatter. That'd be a cool exhibit, just fly swatters through the years. Hey, look at this fly swatter here. This fly swatter's from 1961. This fly swatter's from 1962. We got a fly swatter from 1963. I might be ruining these people's experience. I'm going to walk over here and just say fly swatter. Hey, look at the fly swatter. Hey, where's my fly swatter? God, they're really biting today. Get the fly swatter. 1925 caboose. Look at that caboose. I'll show you a 2023 caboose right now. Yeah. Well, it's flat. I'm not going to lie. It basically is a back that goes into legs. I call it the Canadian ass. The Canadian caboose. The double C. I got a double C. A juicy double hanging out back, but it's really just flat. Just, not much to it. Not much going on back there. You want to see me from the front and from the left, and with a really heavy Elizabeth Taylor filter. That's how I like to be lit and how I like to be seen at all times. Caboose. So On the Road, a TV show that lasted 27 years. CBS, hosted by Charles Kuralt. This is the motorhome, right? That they traveled in. Motorhome, yeah. And they didn't stay overnight in this. It was basically a studio on wheels. And they would visit people, ordinary people across America, who often did extraordinary things. But they would stay in hotels or crash on friends' couches, you know. That sort of thing. Not a motorhome. What are we? Yeah, motorhome. So Adam, this guy drove around, visited small towns, back roads. You should do something like that.
Thinking about it.
That's something you would be good at.
Trying to get the motivation
Yeah,
to do it.
you should do
One
that.
of these days.
Yeah.
One of these days.
You know, but instead, this guy did it like once a week. Here it is. Here's the idea. Light bulb. Every day. Every day. Boom. $1 million idea. Split the profits. We're on. So this is, now we're getting into the nitty gritty of what I really love. It's American history here. Oh, and the Julia Child exhibit. That's cool too. But there's some incredible stuff to see here. And I'm going to get into that. I've been there before. Rosa Parks bus. I've done a few videos on Rosa Parks, and those videos mean more to me than anything else, and I can never get over the fact that this is the bus. But she said no. Absolutely incredible. There's some stuff in here that will just literally blow your mind. Stuff you hear about, read about, and then it's here. And there it is right in front of me. One of the craziest things that is still in existence. The Lincoln chair. Abraham Lincoln's chair that he was sitting in, excuse me.
Is that actually Christian?
Ford's Theater. I've seen this a million times. Well, no. I've looked up stuff about it, read stuff about it. There it is. Second time seeing it. Wow. This is the chair he was sitting in when he was assassinated. And that is not blood, it's just normal wear and tear, darkening, what I've been told.
Dude, that is freaking crazy.
So here we are, the Civil Rights exhibit, and just to let you know, just a warning event, there will be some things in here that are difficult to see. That are these beautiful, beautiful things, but some things around the corner that are going to be difficult. Just to let you know. Something like that. Look at that.
Io te l'ho detto che stava là, te l'ho pure indicato. Te l'ho detto che stava là.
That is one of the worst things I've ever read in my life. Do not deliberately sit by a white person unless there is no other seat. In sitting down by a person, white or colored, say may I or pardon me as you sit. This is the common courtesy. If you feel you cannot take it, walk for another week or two. There we are. Well, here's Adam. We're going on the bus too.
People knew it was there. They even attacked it every chance they had, but he protected it the best he could. And he did. Okay? But it wore out for 30 years, all right? And he died in the middle 90s. His daughter inherits the building.
Let's show you the actual
And
seat
they did
here.
that in 6 months, which was remarkable.
Right here where this lady's sitting. It's the actual seat where Rosa was sitting. Rosa Parks.
Photographs if you like,
Yes.
when you're exit.
Thank you. Very informative.
This would be the back of the bus. Right there. She simply refused to give up her seat. Now, of course, if you didn't know, it took place in Montgomery, Alabama. After the boycott ended there, she was waiting to board another bus. I know what this is. Unbelievable. Whites only drinking fountain. It says that on it. See Adam with my friend Amy. Amy's meets me in Detroit every now and again. She's a good friend. And then with that horrific robe there, colored drinking fountain. But if you look at that, that's just one of the most horrifying things to look at. Anytime you see the picture of films or anything, it's just always just a horrific image. And I don't want to give it any more time than I have. But of course, as I was saying about the Detroit Wall that used to separate the black community from the white community, built in 1941, in Adam's video yesterday it would have been, history erased is history that can be repeated, something to that effect, but they said so. You know, this is dark times. Very, very horrific. In Georgia, you couldn't sell beer or wine to white people or people of color. You could only together. They had to be separate places, bus stations, textbooks, schools separated, railroad cars, restaurants. Separate but rarely equal. Just a quick note, there's MLK, lots of stuff on Martin Luther King. Right here, before you get up to the bus, just a quick note: if you have racial thoughts, racial tendencies, or something you want to add in the comments that's racist, don't bother. I'm gonna delete it, and maybe come here, learn something. But it's not welcome in my comment section. The Julia Child exhibit. Just gonna plow through this. Oh, look at that. A lot of photographs. I'm just hoping for a full kitchen. Oh, they do have the kitchen. Oh, in the camera. Is this the actual set or is this a recreation? Wow. Is this the actual kitchen or a recreation?
No, it's a recreation of the kitchen. So you can, if you stand on the other side of the kitchen island, you can see yourself in black and white.
Oh, okay.
It's got the original TV camera.
Oh, yeah, I see. Oh.
So you're in black and white, and I
Yeah.
can take your photo for you if you want me to.
Sea bass from Lake Ontario. Fresh sea bass are flying. Of course, lobster from the Don River right behind my house in Toronto. That's why I stacked it. We're gonna mix it together with the sauce. Where's my sauce boy? Sauce boy. Oh, sauce boy. What is that in there?
Souffle.
Oh, souffle.
Right. That was one
And
of
in English,
Julia's
that's
specialties.
souffle.
Souffle.
Oh,
Right.
okay, yeah. Got it. Nice. No sauce. It's just fish. Healthy, protein, just fish. All right, so that's it for today's video from
There's a
Ford
train over
Museum.
there that we're not going to be riding.
Yeah.
I'll be back though.
Yeah, Adam's gonna come back. I'll be back in Detroit. I'll be back here. I'll ride the train with you maybe. Amy in the background. Amy's been watching my channel since the beginning. Always meets up and hangs out with me in Detroit. Meets up. M&M connection for stuff. Amy gonna pound up. Adam. Boom. What is it? Is that White Diamonds by Elizabeth
elbow
Taylor?
wax.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
remember when back in the olden days, like my mom would always tell me use some elbow grease?
Yeah, that's
Just got a
actual
little-
elbow
You
grease.
just got a little elbow grease.
Okay, I'm gonna go Purell my whole body. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace. Ow.
Oh, heads up.
Ow! Didn't hurt, but
broke my
my
tooth.
poor camera. Broke my tooth. Broke my tooth. You mentioned for a summer day, it's quite breezy, so it's my time to sing. It's so cold in the D. I can't remember the rest of the words, but it is actually not cold, but I just want a chance to say that. Shout out my friend Dawn Marie. It's so cold in the D. So I know I already ended the video, but just as I was leaving, a young viewer, and when I say a young viewer, pretty young. You've seen my channel?
Hi, yeah.
Yeah, Colin. What's up, man?
What's up? Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, Jackson.
So, keep going. Say hi to your whole class.
Okay.
We got time.
Hi, Amherst Schools.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
And you,
Tell them about cars.
And
what do you know about cars?
There's my grandma and grandpa.
Yeah.
I know a lot about cars.
What do you know?
My favorite classics, and my favorite car is a 1970 Chevelle red with black stripes down the middle.
That's your favorite car.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna buy one when you're 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, you saving up now? How old are you now?
11.
Oh, just
Or I might get a Bugatti. Bugatti Chiron.
Time permitting or cost permitting, or is there any you might get
I'll
it.
be famous.
You'll be famous. Well,
Yeah.
this video will help for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that, but you can start a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That's what you should do about cars, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Colin, man, you're the best. Nice
Thanks.
to meet you, and nice to meet your grandparents too.
Thank you.
Awesome.